Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LOLOUT. Let me ask you a question. Do you like running? What about with haste, in a some would say speedy fashion? If you answered yes, then by Jove you will like this one. This game, aptly named SpeedRunners, is a racing game, created by Double Dutch and published by TinyBuild. And oh my god, is it a lot of fun. One thing we can say is it's definitely not conventional. The idea is simple. If you're on the screen, you're alive. If you're off the screen, you're dead. You gotta keep up with the other players in order to stay alive. In order to keep up with the other players, there is many a device you can use and employ to get your own way. These include grappling hooks, bombs, electricity, boosts, all sorts of things. Also, as the game progresses, the screen begins to get redder and redder, which shortens your lifespan. In essence, it makes the screen smaller, so it's easier to die. By the way, in all the coming clips, I'm the Red Russian chap. Don't ask me why, there wasn't a character with a monocle and a top hat. I'm sorry. As the name would suggest, the game is all about speed. Momentum is a huge advantage in the game, and if you make your jumps right and slide at the right times, etc., you can really have an advantage over your foe. However, you can be doing very well, spending lots of time building up your momentum, well and truly first place, and your opponent can just shoot a grappling hook right into your ass and reel you backwards, and that, my friends, is what makes this game fucking hilarious, painful, and great. All at the same time, it's magic, really. As you progress, you unlock more characters, upgrades, levels, etc. And somewhat more importantly, you also learn the layouts of the maps. It is a huge advantage to know exactly where you're going to need to be sliding, where you're going to need to be jumping, and where you can grapple. It's just an advantage, simple as that. The first time I played this game, I went online and was against some experienced gentlemen, and I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I was running backwards, all sorts of things. But I didn't know the map. As soon as I learnt the map a little bit, then I was much more of a danger to them. And by that I mean I might get a point every now and again. I'm not good at this game. This game has been under progress for quite some time now, and it's just about to leave beta. It's officially released on the 19th of April, so next Tuesday. We've been playing this in the office all morning, and we've been having a hell of a lot of fun with it. You can play multiplayer, single player, all the players. By the way, a little bird told me a certain channel hit 30,000 subscribers the other day. That is incredible. Thank you all so much for that. 30,000 of you. 30,000. That's a lot of thousand. One of the ways we're going to be celebrating this is a little giveaway at the end of this video. Stay tuned and do enter that. Also, we have been working on something rather large that is Rust related. We did intend to have the video ready for 30,000, but certain problems arose, but we've conquered them now, we're past it. That video should be up within a couple of weeks, I'm sure. In other news, we should have Book of Rust out at the beginning of next week, if not earlier. The experiment, however, has hit something of a roadblock. A lot of you don't know this, but we do run a business as well as have the YouTube channel. This business requires an awful lot of storage. Electronic storage, that is. Hard drive upon hard drive upon hard drive. Now, sometimes when we're recording, we don't quite choreograph where we're going to save everything too well. We have folders here and there and pretty much everywhere. And of course, Fraps doesn't work with Rust, so we have to record with the X-Tree, which means we have files that are just ludicrously large. Ludicrously. So the long and short of it is this. We are missing vital parts of the last episode of the experiment, like how it ended. However, we know it's on one of our external hard drives, on one of them. We have many to sift through. We'll keep you posted on Twitter as to the success of our searches, but I'm sure we will find it eventually. In the next coming weeks, we're also going to have a lot of Rust news. A lot of Rust news. We are going to be incredibly busy with a new project we're launching very shortly, and I'm sure all of you will be very excited when the news of it comes out. However, we cannot release this news just yet, as we've got a lot of preparation to do. So that is the state of LOLOUT at the moment. We're trying to find the files from the experiment, compiling videos for the Book of Rust, working on initial planning for our next big project, and trying to finalize our 30,000 subscriber special video, which is a bit of a bitch. Oh yes, alongside that, of course, we've also had this terrible plague-like illness, so that's been wonderful. After that slight digression, let's get back to SpeedRunners. This next clip has a pretty tasty ending, if I do say so myself. It's a great example of some of the hilarity that can ensue when you truly get your teeth into this game. may I just say that pretty much nothing I do well is intentional. If throughout this video you've ever thought, damn, Yakman Word, that wasn't a bad play, it was completely accidental and I didn't mean to do it. There aren't any spears in the game, you see. It began like any other race, really. I was playing with a dear friend of mine and a couple of AI. Pretty much everything in this game can be learnt through intuition after a while. A good example would be wall jumping, of which I was terrible initially, but got a little bit better as the game progressed. You just gotta get a good feel for it, but after a while it becomes almost second nature to you. I haven't played a game in a long time that I've actually had this much fun with, just as a kind of pick up and play game. You can just pick this up and play it for half an hour with your mates and have no problem. Play a few matches, have a bit of a laugh, and then go and do whatever you gotta do. My friend was being rather scampish. You see him grappling me, playing me around like I'm a piece of meat. I was not a happy bunny. However, soon comes the play. He had a missile, I had a hook. And would you look at that, assisted suicide. Once more in slow motion for good luck, I think. I hook him as he shoots his missile and direct him right into the path. Very, very coy. That reminds me, we have 4 copies of this game to give away to any one of you. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is just follow us on Twitter and then tweet at us saying SpeedRunners. We'll pick 4 of the tweets at random and then send you a message on Steam with the key. Thank you for watching, chaps. Thank you so much for 30,000 subscribers, chaps. Stay tuned. Big things are coming. Tally ho.